Hello everyone and welcome to another Poppy video on the channel. I know, we just did a little playthrough on chapter 1. But while we were playing through it, I was under the impression that we missed a few things. And I wanted to do a callback to an old video I did where I basically had a bit of a snoop around the level and checked out some of the stuff. So not only do I want to double check things are already and left where they were from last time, I want to check if there's anything actually new that I'm not aware of. So, of course, if you like this video, make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe. If you're enjoying Poppy Playtime content and want to see more of it, again, make sure you hit subscribe. If you're visiting the Poppy Playtime merch store at any point, use code It's Just George. But anyway, let's get into the video. So it was a while ago, and while I talk briefly, I'm going to leave you with the Bron image. But a while ago, I spoke about a few employee photos that were underground, and this was like very first time chapter 1 came out, and I was having a good old nose, and this time around I wanted to double check that it was still there, because it's an interesting thing to leave lying about, but as you're about to witness, I think it holds some significance. Now, of course, usually you wouldn't see these because, one, they're darked out. There is absolutely no light under here. I've had to go in and add some light. But look at this. We are back with 1, 2, 3, and 4 photos. Interestingly enough, I have to admit, I think these are part of the development team. Or at least at some point they were. Or something along the lines of that. Because one thing I'd like to point out is we don't actually see these images used again in the game. Especially for things like the employees that went missing in the VHS tape with Huggy. No, these are specific images chosen, but also rubbed out. And I will go back to my theory, where I am assuming these images correspond to the messages in the vents. Each one of these people have a specific font, or not specific font, sorry, a specific colour on the images. And this is what they use to write on the walls, and I reckon this is an indication. But there is one thing that I don't know about you, but for me, I swear these dolls are new. I swear. For some reason, they seem really odd to me. And I don't know if that's just me, but it screams something to do with play care and the orphans, if you ask me. Anyway, I digress. Let's continue further in the video. And of course, the bread and butter, Huggy himself. Now, this area is just absolutely gorgeous. It needed that rework, especially visually. This sort of imagery here is just beautiful. I don't know about you, but that is just an absolute sight. I do want to check is if Huggy has... So this is a different model. This isn't the model that we see chasing us because, when life gives you lemons. But yeah, and that joke is now double funny because of the lemon in the game. This was one thing that I think is going to miss, a lot of people are going to miss. It's a sign. The sign from Experiment 1006. And it says, wonderful. And it has the hand. If you can see the markings on the wall, it matches that of the claw of Experiment 1006, the one we see at the end. And I wonder, why would that be included here? And I assume it's something to do with destroying BoogieBot here. But as I check the area a bit further, there's nothing really of substance. So I'm just assuming this is some of the stuff that they added to make it a little bit more creepy. And well, they succeeded. So here's a better angle with the light, because again, the light adds so much to these sites because you can see it much better. But it's a very intriguing point to make, and especially with some of the blood splatters and some of the old, like decaying walls. It seems like about this again is Huggy waiting to be seen. Now, initially, I didn't think there was anything actually here, but as we'll come now to learn, he is here. Not in probably the best manner we've caught. We get a better look at the enemy Huggy. And of course, if you really overdo the light, he kind of looks like PJ in this sort of light. But yeah, one interesting thing is you can actually have a good old rummage in his mouth. And, hold on. As you can see, you've got a really good shot here of that. Again, feel free to use these with credit, of course. But yeah, I find this super interesting. They've definitely given him more depth this time around, and the mouth does look like a combination of monster plus human, and I think that's exactly what they're going for. Because obviously the story dictates. I'm going to try my best to get all the messages that I can see while being killed. But yeah, so far this one says danger, and it points to the center, and I just have no idea what that actually means. So, some of them are saying starving, and these are not different, we know this. I'm so hungry, starving again. Okay, I think this is probably going to be the good one. Right. So, this one is... Ooh, so this is an interesting one. I think this one's definitely new. Elliot, leave her to die. Oh, hold on. That's intriguing because the leave her to die is after the Elliot because it's written over the top of it. So I wonder if that's referring to Poppy. Stop. Elliot, leave her to die. Intriguing. Very intriguing. Let's check the text from the start. Because of course this is the last bit where it gets a little bit close with Huggy. And we get close to the vent that comes down, and that's just, you know, it's the whole spiel. It's not looking good for us. So, I'm so hungry, starving. Turn back. Elliot bad. Elliot bad. Oh, I hope. Are we Elliot? Oh, that's not good. Leave. Danger. Leave her to die. Stop. Turn back. Stop. No, don't. No. This is an interesting one. Is that a new character? I know it's so silly, but it looks like a lemon with her sunglasses and legs like a spider. Maybe this is a hint at a new character coming in chapter 3. No backwards and forward. No, leave her to die. Leave her to die. Hungry. Okay, so again, it's all overlapping. So it's really hard to make out what any of it really says. Again, back, turn back, danger, starving. And then that symbol again, which I think is quite intriguing. Bad, Elliot, stop, danger. So I think the whole spiel here is that they're trying to protect us from, of course, interacting with Poppy. Elliot again, and I think they're blaming Elliot. Again, nothing makes coherent sense. Well, it does make sense, but they're just absolutely littered on top of each other. So I think leave her to die is talking about Poppy, though. And now this is obviously overkill. This is a spotlight just peering down from the top. So of course it's going to look at everything. But again, lemon. The lemon is probably the best thing about it. A very big lemon. I wonder if that's hinting at something. A lot of what was found initially in chapter 1 has actually kept its foot in, which is quite interesting, especially some of the messages on the walls as well. So again, make of that what you will, use what you will with it. But of course, thank you for watching this video. Have a lovely morning, day, or night wherever you're on the world, and remember to hit like and subscribe, do all the usual stuff to support the channel. But with that being said, have a lovely morning, day, or night, and I'll see you all in the next video.